Right, so the first card you've got for your past is this Knight of Pentacles. You've got pentacles everywhere. This whole reading is full of them, so there is some money coming in at some time, definitely. But what I'm getting here right now is, with this Knight and with all these other pentacles, it's this feeling of stability, steadiness. That's what I'm getting with this. Lots and lots of stability, feeling very, just very, very stable. So I think that stability has been growing inside you actually for a while. You were feeling quite unstable a while ago, but I think now that stability is growing inside you. And I think, if this is you, if you've gotten to this place in your life where you're feeling very, very stable, which I hope it does resonate with you, it's taken a long time for you to get to this place, I think, because this is the slow card. And, all good things take time, I think. So, it has taken you time, but I think, I think a big lesson you've learned actually is that stability doesn't come from anyone else. It comes from inside of you. Because I think you were with someone who wasn't very stable, very, very unstable. And now that you've had that time by yourself, you've given that to yourself and you realise that comes from you. So, because, if you look at this Knight, if you look at this Knight of Pentacles, he's staring at this coin in front of him. And, he's standing still. He's not moving anywhere. He's stuck there. So I think this is how you are now, especially when it comes to love, if you're single anyway right now. I think you'll be able to move forward into love sometime in the future. But right now, for single people, I think this is how you're feeling. You're looking at this coin and you're saying, this is my stability. This is what I want. And I'm stuck here. I'm not moving. I'm not moving forward to anyone unless I get that from them. So that's what's on my mind. That's what my focus is. I'm looking at this coin and I'm not going to move forward until someone can show that to me. No more ups and downs. No more of that. And, because I think you've worked really, really hard to get to that point of stability in your life, because you had to really, really work to get out of that situation you're in. And then I think you had to really work to get yourself settled inside yourself again. Because this is a workhorse, so you've worked really hard to get there. And you don't want anyone that's going to come and mess that up for you again. So very, very good to hear that. Good to see that. Determined to keep that stability with you. Okay, so with this sequence down here, it's a beautiful sequence because you've got two aces here. And if you've got two aces, even one ace, it's a huge turning point in your life. It's a big time in your life. So you've got the two of them together here. And so I think that turning point, when you got to that place of stability, that was a huge, huge turning point in your life. So it's really interesting, actually, because you've got the Ace of Cups under the Ace of Pentacles. And I think what that means is, or what that's showing me is, you've worked your way through all these emotions. You broke up with someone, you went through lots and lots of pain, you had lots of other problems, I think, as well. Went through a lot of tears with that water cascading over the edge there, in that Ace of Cups there. And so you went through all that, all the tears, and now you've risen above that and you're in a more stable place. You're in the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, I really, really hope this is resonating with you, because you deserve this stability inside you. And, the other thing is, you'll always have that. That's grown inside you. You've gotten that for yourself. You're always going to have that feeling of stability inside you now. Very, very important turning point for you. And, again, if you have a look at the Two of Pentacles up there, you can see that infinity symbol. That's showing you that you're going to have that forever. Really, really beautiful. You've been through a really spiritual process, actually. So that strength comes from a spiritual process. And you've been leading up to this for a long, long time, I think. You've always been very spiritual. Always. You've always been like that. And you've always developed that. You've developed that for a long time. And I think, with a spiritual process, you'll always be developing that. That never ends. You're always going to be growing in that spirituality. But you've always had that very strongly, that spiritual side. yeah, I'm seeing a relationship in your past, this very big, important relationship that you've had. And yeah, this is this person who wasn't unstable. I'm seeing that very clearly. So yeah, so you had this, you've still got this very beautiful, spiritual, sensitive side, and lots of emotions all flowing out. And I think what happened was, when you're with this person, this axe here, you were free flowing. You were giving your love. You were giving that emotion free to this person. And that's what happens when you're in love. You give freely, totally freely to someone. It flows from you. You're a giver when it comes to love. But I think when you're with them, you haven't developed that stable core yet that's in you now. And I think what happened was, a lot of people took advantage of that. Not just this person you're with, not just this ex, but other people as well. Lots of people took advantage of that side of you, that very sensitive, that very emotional side, because you didn't have that very strong, stable core yet. That's what I'm getting. And now you do. You're perfectly balanced now. Perfectly balanced. You've got the spirituality, plus you've got the strength as well. And no one's going to take that away from you now. And no one is going to take advantage of you now. That's the important thing. No one is going to do that to you now, because you're like this Knight of Pentacles again. The stability is in front of your eyes. No one's going to get in the way of that. No one's going to knock you off this big, strong workhorse. You're stuck on that. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. I think there might be a few people around you who are surprised by this new strength you've got. Yeah, they're surprised by the new you, I think. Yeah, I'm literally getting no. No. So I think you've started saying no to people, a lot more people. And yeah, right in the centre of this spread, you've got the no card. The Four of Cups. He's saying no to an offer. So yeah, I love this for you, because again, you haven't lost that compassion. You haven't lost that beautiful emotion that I'm getting here in the Ace of Cups. You haven't lost that. But what you're realising now is, you know who deserves that side of you, and you know who doesn't deserve that side of you. And you're only going to give that side of you to people who are stable and to people who deserve that from you. And you're giving that to yourself. You're giving your compassion to yourself. And that's how you're protecting yourself and taking care of yourself. So beautiful, beautiful sequence here. So I really, really hope that makes sense to someone now. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, just looking up at this Knight of Pentacles again, right up the top there again. Yeah, someone's stubborn. There's someone around you who's a little bit stubborn. They deserve to be stubborn, actually. They deserve to be, because there's someone around them who's really bothering them. Someone's trying to hurt them. Someone's trying to goad them. What I mean by that is someone trying to poke them with a stick. Not literally, but trying to get them to, react. I'm seeing something like that. Someone's trying to hurt them. Lots and lots of words. I'm getting lots of words here. So, yeah, there are two people here, and I'm getting family. So two people in your family. One's really hurt by the other one. Someone's hurt the other person, if that makes sense. So this person who's hurt, I think they're going to come and talk to you. I think they're going to need someone who's very solid, stable, strong to talk to lean on, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if there was a separation in your family or something like that. It feels like that. Some kind of separation, divorce, something like that. It feels like there's a messy, or there was at some time, a messy breakup. And it affected other people in the family as well. Like a domino effect. That they were hurt and there was drama, and then it kind of hurt other people and involved other people and all that. So, but yeah, someone's really hurt here. Again, I'm seeing family. And they're going to have to talk to you. They're going to have to look to you for that stable influence. And because you've got that stability around you now, you're able to give that to them. Yeah, they're going to pour their heart out. They're going to pour their heart out to you. Look at this Ace of Cups again. They're going to pour their heart out to you. And I think they're going to just want a listener. They're just going to want you to listen, because they're going to get this all out. They need to vent. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, I just feel as if I have to say this. If you know who this is, if this is you, Yeah, be there for them. Just listen to them, but try not to. Yeah, they're not lying. I'm not getting that, but don't automatically believe everything they say, because this person's really, really hurt, and they need to vent and all that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but there are always two sides to a story. So just be a little bit careful of what you hear. Try not to take everything they say on board. Listen, be there for them, but just watch out. Don't automatically believe everything. And again, they're not lying deliberately, but they're very hurt. They're probably venting. They're probably saying all these things about this other person. And yeah, if you look across the top horizontally, all across the top row, you can see you've got this Knight of Pentacles. He's looking right into the Two of Pentacles. So that's what this Two of Pentacles is. Two sides to the story going up and down. One person says something nasty about the other one, and the other one talks about the other one, and it goes up and down like that. So just be careful, because what that's showing you is there are two sides to this story. So, and also don't take sides. Don't take sides, especially when you don't know everything. I think later on you probably find out the whole picture about this. You'll probably find out a bit more about what's actually happening. But until that time, yeah, just be there for them. Just listen to them. Let them vent. That's absolutely fine. And you're very strong. They see you as someone who's very, very strong, and you are now. Okay, so yeah, the first card you've got for your present is this Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, there's another really interesting sequence down here as well. This is one of these readings, I think, that's going to be very straightforward, very, very flowing in the right direction. Sometimes they're scattered. I don't think this is one of those. Okay, so I'm getting work, business, I'm getting opportunities here, because you've got all these pentacles here. So yeah, if you've been looking for work or some kind of work opportunity or something like that, a lot of people are going through this right now. A lot of people's money, finances, they're a bit precarious, balancing the books, and that's exactly what he's doing, this man. He's literally balancing his coins, balancing his money. So it might be that you're in this position that you're looking for work, and you're trying to balance your budget and things like that, and you're a little bit stressed around that, and you're looking for work here, or you might be just looking for a new opportunity. So what I'm getting here for someone is I've got two offers coming in. Now, with one of these offers, it feels like it might be a little bit much for you, actually. What I mean by that is, when you see this, you're going to get this feeling. This is what I'm getting. It's like this feeling of, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I've got the experience, or I just feel as if it's not me. I can't quite do this. It feels like it's more than you can actually do, right now anyway. Now, don't think I'm putting you down. I'm not saying you're not capable. I'm not saying that. What I am seeing is that, you need to look at this in a realistic way. You might have people around you saying, if you say, oh, I've got this offer, it's for this blah, blah, prestigious job or this company or whatever, lots of money with all these pentacles, all that. You might have people saying to you, oh, do this. There's a siren going off. Do this job, it's really good for you. Oh, it's prestigious, it's this and it's that. If you don't feel comfortable around that, don't do that. If you feel like, oh, I don't think I could do this, it's not me. Because usually I'd say go for your dreams, go for the biggest and best, go for the best thing possible, all that kind of thing. I don't think this thing is your dream, whatever this thing is. Yeah, it's got lots of money up front, it's got prestige, it's got all that attached to it. But what I'm getting is you've got this feeling around this, and you've got to follow your instincts. You've got to know what you're comfortable doing. And with this first thing, I don't think you feel all that comfortable with that. I'm getting another offer here, another opportunity or something like that. That one is going to be the one that you feel more comfortable doing. And I think that's the one that you should say yes to. It feels like this is something you can just slot into. You know exactly what to do. Now, with this sequence here, you can see you've got this Two of Pentacles, so you've got these two offers. In the middle, you've got the Four of Cups. So what this is saying is say no to one of these offers. Literally an offer's coming into this man and he's saying no. And he's saying no to the Golden Cup. So if you say no to the one that looks like this big, huge, prestigious thing, but it feels uneasy for you, that's the one you need to say no to, and you need to say yes to the one you're very, very comfortable with. And if you have a look right down the bottom there, you can see you've got this woman in the Nine of Pentacles, and she's so comfortable. She's so comfortable. She's in her garden, she's got everything she needs, all that around her, and she's got money, but the money's down the bottom there. So I think what that's telling you is, with this offer that you feel more comfortable in, you might not have the money up front. It might not look all that prestigious to you. But if you're very comfortable, and if you know in your heart you can do this and you'll feel good doing this, the money will come in for you later on. You'll get that money later on. Now, it's going to take time for you to get that money, so it's not coming in right away. You might have to study, you might have to train, you might have to go through several years to get that money later on. Because if you look down the bottom of this card, I'll lift it up so you can see. You probably can't see. There's a tiny little snail just on the left-hand side down the bottom there. So what that's telling me is the abundance will come in with this other job that you're very comfortable in, but it's going to take time. Obviously, there's a snail there. So, you'll get the abundance later on. And go with your heart, go with your instincts, go with your feel. That's the right one for you. Sorry, I just had a hiccup then. Excuse me. Okay, right. Okay, I don't want to say this, but I have to say this to you. I'm just going to put that down again, because I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at the Four of Cups as well here. Okay. There's a message coming in. There's a message coming in to you. Someone wants to tell you something. I think they're going to want to tell you something quite urgently. Or that's what they're saying to you. Now, I think this is this ex, or it's an ex. And I think they've had this thing in their head, and it's been going around and around and around their head, in their mind for a while. Again, I'm looking up this Two of Pentacles going around and around. So I think this has been going around and around and around in their head. They want to talk to you. They want to talk to you. I'm getting that. And again, because it's a Two of Pentacles, he's not very stable. So you can see this person that wants to come back into your life, they want to talk to you. They're not all that stable. And this is not the kind of person you're looking for. You can see that very well. Again, you're coming up as this Knight of Pentacles, and he's looking at this unstable man in the Two of Pentacles. So I think when they first come and talk to you, it's like, this is what I'm getting. It's like, I need to tell you this. I need to say this to you. I can't move on. I have to get this off my chest. I need to tell you this. I need to give you closure, and I need to give myself closure as well. So I think this person's going to come in. They're going to talk to you, and they're going to say to you, I just really, really, really need to tell you this thing. You might be tempted to listen to them, because I think for you, there might be a few questions that you didn't get the answers to when you're in this relationship, or there might be something that you want to get closure on, or something you need to know, or you feel as if you're curious about it, or something like that. When they talk to you, I think what they're thinking about is, yes, they do want to talk to you, but I think in the back of their mind, they actually want more. They actually want more than just talking to you. I think they actually want love with you, because you've got up there, you've got the Lovers card. I think that's what they want with you. So, you don't want instability. You don't want instability, I should say, around you. That's exactly what you're moving away from now. I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm not here to do that. But all over this reading, you've got this stable foundation around you now. You're not going to, bring anything into your life that isn't stable. That's what I'm seeing everywhere. So it looks like you're going to say no to this person. You might say yes to listening to them or to talking to them or whatever, but I think ultimately you're going to say no. Because again, right in the middle here, you've got this Four of Cups. And the cup is obviously an offer of love. And I think you're going to say no to that. So that's what I'm getting there. And yeah, obviously it's up to you whether you want to listen to them. You might want to talk to them, might bring you closure, but they're not looking for closure. They might say they're looking for closure, but what they're looking for is the opposite, I think. They're looking for an opening. They're looking to open up to talk to you again. So just be aware of that when this person comes in with this message. They want more than they're letting on to start with. So that's what I'm seeing with someone. You might be fine. You might want to talk to them. But I don't think you want love with this person. This is someone who's coming back into your life. And you're guarding against that right at the beginning with this Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so yes, so you've got this Lovers. This is the first card you've got for your future here. Okay, lots of things in this sequence as well. I'm getting down here. So yeah, again, you can see here in this card, there's love, obviously. They want love with you with this Lovers card. They're coming back to talk to you. And I think you'll have your guard up a bit because, okay, so what I'm getting in this card is you're coming up as the woman in this card. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be a woman. It's just how this couple comes up in these days when you know, this was illustrated, when these cards were drawn up. A couple meant a man and a woman. It doesn't have to be, but you're coming up as the woman in this card because what I'm seeing is you're standing in front, or this woman is standing in front of the tree of knowledge. So you've got that knowledge now. You've got that stable core. You know what's going on. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. They're coming up as the man. They've got all this passion behind them, and it's behind them. They're not showing you what their true intentions are, but they've got all this passion behind them, all this fire behind them. That's what they want with you, and they're not showing that to you right away. But it doesn't matter what they want because you've got the tree of knowledge. You know where you are. And I think the Lovers card also is about a decision. So I do think ultimately you are going to make that decision to say no to them, especially no to love with them. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I think at this time you don't know how they feel. You don't know how intensely they feel about you. Very, very intensely. And also it might be that you haven't seen each other for a long time. I'm getting that here as well. Maybe you've been separated for a year or even more. I'm getting that in that Lovers card as well. I'll just show you how I'm seeing that. There's this tree of life behind the man here, and it's full of flames. There are actually 12 flames on that tree, and each flame represents a month, which is a year. So that's how I'm getting that. Anyway, you don't want a tarot lesson, but yeah, you've been on their mind a lot for a long, long, long time, maybe a year, maybe more than that. And what they want to do is they want to bring this back to life. They want to bring the love back to life between you, and you've got this knowledge now. I think, you know, I really, really think you're going to say no. I don't know how this conversation is going to happen, but yeah, what I can tell you is they've got a lot more enthusiasm for you than you do for them. Again, in this Lovers card, he's looking over at her and she's not looking at him. But yeah, if you look at the King of Cups here, if you look at this King of Cups here, you know, it's like they're holding all this back for a long, long time, the way they were feeling, and now they're coming out to talk to you. They're coming to open this up to you. You know, because the King of Cups, he's got all this emotion around him, but he doesn't show that. He holds it all inside himself. So they've been holding all how they've been feeling inside. And now what's coming from that is they're going to open that up. They've got hope that this might work between you. So coming out of the King of Cups, on top of that, you've got this Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, not Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. And pages are about messages. So that's when the message comes in. They've got hope for this, and they've got hope that you are going to be in love with them again with this Lovers card that's up above that. So I'm reading it in the opposite direction this way, because I'm seeing one thing being closed off in emotions, leading to changing their mind, coming back with that message, and then on top of that you've got the Lovers card. So they're going to reveal that eventually to you. They want love with you. So again, I'm not seeing stability around them. Again, I think you are ultimately going to say no to this love. You may say yes to talking to them. I think if you do that, you will get some closure. You'll find out some answers here. But I just want you to know that when this message comes in, if this is you, it might be that they say, oh, I just want to talk to you. I just want to clear some things up. I've got things I want to talk about. I need to get closure. You do as well. And I know that, and I owe that to you. But in the back of their mind, they want more with you. That's what I'm seeing with someone here. I know that's really specific, but it's very, very, this is a very clear, very straightforward reading.